We're gonna start off with a really hearty dish. It's Huevos Rancheros. You got your crispy tortilla, your perfect sunny side up egg, and a delicious salsa on top. Huevos Rancheros literally means the rancher's eggs. And it makes a lot of sense because it's such a hearty meal. They need energy, and so do I.
Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. We'll eat well and save money, because that's what we do. Welcome to Struggle Meals.
We start off by making our salsa, white onion. Take the North Pole right off, come through the pole, straight down like that. And now we can go straight down and we should get a nice dice. So I'm cutting up this onion into fairly small pieces just to make sure. Oh man, it brings me to tears how fantastic this breakfast is gonna be for dinner. Oh, I think I'm allergic to onions. We're gonna saute the onion. Oil and salt and pepper. We're gonna come in with some pre-diced jalapenos. Jalapenos from a can are really fantastic because they give you tons of flavor with almost no effort. We're gonna add some spices to our onions. Cumin, all right? I've got smoked paprika, a little bit of garlic powder. I'm gonna mix these spices in with the onions and the oil. They're gonna toast up, they're gonna wake up, they're gonna become even more pungent than they already are. So we've got really intense aromas happening right now. I'm gonna add some fire roasted tomatoes because they add even more flavor than your standard can of tomatoes. I always love a little black char and a red or green salsa. I think it looks fantastic. This way it visually says, I am loaded with flavor before you even smell it or taste it. While that simmers, I'm gonna work on my tortillas. I've got corn tortillas here. They're a little more robust than the flour ones. We wanna make our tortillas a little bit crispy, and oil will take us there. I'll come in with a brush, and I'll just brush that around. All the crisp of a tortilla chip. Now with 75% less oil. Cool, let's flip them over and do the other side. Boo, 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 boo. So these tortillas are gonna go directly on the oven rack naked. So it's important that we really brush this oil in here so nothing is dripping, because then you're creating an oven mess. We can hit each of them with a little bit of salt also. Just increase the flavor. I'm only gonna salt one side. So these tortillas are gonna go directly on the oven rack. This is gonna happen pretty quickly, so don't get distracted. While those tortillas are baking, we're gonna heat up our refried beans. So typically these are already seasoned and they're definitely already cooked, so all we gotta do is reheat these. All right, our salsa has been cooking for about 15 minutes. You can see how it has become reduced, thick, and chunky. So let's pull this out and stick it in a bowl. These look ready. Time to cook the eggs. You need oil, and I think a fair bit of oil is wise because one, it prevents sticking, but two, it enables you to baste the white. Watch. Put it in. We'll hit the egg with salt, pepper. Ow. I'm making sure that I see white everywhere and no clear. That's how I know it's done. You can see there's still some clear happening right here. That means it's not done. There's a couple things we can do. One is keep cooking. Two is to take this hot oil and try to hit this spot right here. All right, the whites are looking really nice. All of our components are ready, so let's make some Huevos Rancheros. We've got our crispy tortillas, we've got our refried beans, we've got our homemade fire roasted salsa, and we've got some fantastic sunny side up eggs. The fun doesn't stop there because I've got some cotija cheese and cilantro as well. Let's assemble! Little refried bean action all around this tortilla. I love the interplay of the creamy refried beans with the crunchy tortilla. We'll hit it with a little bit of salsa. Salsita. Coming in with an egg. I feel like this is the original Struggle Meals plate, and it gives me so much happiness. We've got some cotija cheese here. I like it. It's really briny. It's almost like a less salty feta in a really nice way. Just gotta hit this with some cilantro for freshness and a little bit of color. This is just the breakfast that I want to eat for dinner, and it only comes in at $2.60 a serving. Shall we dig in? All right, here we go. Da-da-da. It is absolutely the crunchiest thing I've ever had in my life, but that crunch is softened out by the refried beans, which are fantastic. It is salty, it is spicy, the egg is runny, and this is exactly the breakfast that I want for dinner.